Hey chickies, okay, today we are doing 5 easy ways for marble nails. Now, I'll just let you know the reason why this all happened, or the reason why I decided to do this particular theme was I did a submission for a project, and it was marble nails done in a certain way, and that got rejected. Boo-hoo. But, you know, rather than waste that work, I decided to add to it and then teach you guys how to do marble nails in 5 different ways. So I really hope you like it. It's super easy. Most of them are really easy. One of them's a little bit more challenging, but still very easy. So I really hope you like it. Let's get into it. It's a long one. Sorry. For the first one, we're starting off with a white base on all of my nails. I'm using I can't remember what I used. It's either Alpine Snow by OPI or it's CIRQUE Colors Carpe Diem. I literally cannot remember which white polish I use, but it's either one of those two. Sorry, that's very strange. Of course, we're going to do a little bit of nail cleanup porn, so here you go. Enjoy. I'm going to make quite a bit of mess, so I'm going to be using some Simply Peel by Bliss to protect the skin around my nails. So the only tool you're going to need to do this particular nail art is a straw. Just a simple straw. You can use a glass straw, you can use a plastic straw, although, you know, let's be environmentally conscious and use either a paper straw or like a recycled paper straw, of course, or a glass straw. Now you can add the polish to the end of the straw in many ways. This particular time I'm going to just be painting the polish over the opening of the end of the straw, and then basically, I mean, this is how easy this one is you're just going to blow the polish onto your nails and see what happens. That's it. That's really it. See? It's really easy. Now, it's going to depend on what look you're going for. If you're going for a sparse look, then only do it once. If you're going for a more of a fuller sort of marbled look, then I would suggest do it a couple of times on each nail. Once you're completely done, you're happy with your result, you can go ahead and take off whatever it is that you're using to protect the skin around your nails. Even if it's tape, you should be using something because this is messy. Next, I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleanup using my Royal Majestic brush and my non-acetone remover. And no, we're not really doing cleanup porn for this bit because there's not enough of it. And then finally, you want to seal it all in with your favourite top coat, making sure, of course, that your design is completely dry before trying to do this. Of course, I'm using Seche Vite as per usual. And that's it for the first one. I really hope you liked it. As you can see in the background, my cup that's holding my brushes, that's the project that I was working on for the sponsored project that I was trying to get work for. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's not talk about that anymore. That was just awful. Anyway, let's get into the next project. Okay, so for this one, we're going to start with all black nails. I'm using CIRQUE Colors-Memento Mori, which is the most amazing one coat black polish you will ever hope to imagine. It is just that good. I'm going to paint, of course, just the one coat on every single nail. Now I'm sure most of you will notice that in between the first one and this one, my nails are considerably shorter, and the reason for that is I filed them down. I had to do it. Like, I really didn't have a choice. I was tickling my son and he rolled onto my nail and it bent, and I thought it had broken, and I just had all of these terrible, awful things flashing before my eyes, so I actually filed them down a little bit so they're a little bit more day-to-day manageable. I still love this length. It's not a problem. Now, the next thing you're going to need to use is some water. I always use tap water, which I put into a container and then put on my shelf for however long. A minimum of 12 hours, that's what I generally say. You're also going to need either some hand sanitizer spray, isopropyl alcohols in a spray bottle, or hairspray, but not in a pressurized can. You don't want to use one in a pressurized can. This hand sanitizer spray pen that I'm using, I've had these for years. I bought them at a really cheap, like a dollar store, and I can't find them anymore, so I'm really frightened when I actually run out. I think I bought it like a 20 pack or something, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm going to have to find some other ones, because I think, in my personal opinion, I think hand sanitizer spray works the best. I've used all of the other things and they do work, but I think this works the absolute best. Now the next step is to use something to protect the skin around your nails, because this is a little bit messy. It's not as messy as water marble, but it is messy. I'm using BOWPOLISH-Squishy Skin Protect. It's the pink liquid latex I've been using recently. There's no reason why I'm not using Simply Peel. It just so happens that this one was the one that I picked up first. It's no conspiracy or anything like that. Anyway, so I'm using this in this particular instance. Normally I would use washi tape, but I decided to use the liquid latex, just, for a change. But you won't be seeing me doing or using liquid latex when I'm doing water marbling anytime soon, because I'm still definitely a washi tape kind of person for that. Now the next step is to grab some white polish. I'm using OPI's Alpine Snow for this, and basically what you're going to do is put 1 to 2 drops of the polish in the water and then let it spread. Once that happens, you want to take your, whatever it is that you're using to spray the water or spray on top of the polish, you want to go ahead and spray it. Now this first go around didn't work so well. I mean, it worked, it would have worked fine, but I felt as though the holes were too close together and it would have looked less like marble and more like stone, and I wasn't going for that, so I decided to take this one out and start again. Okay, so time for round 2, and this worked a lot better this time, and I worked out that having the closer the implement you're using to spray, or the hands, in this particular instance my hand sanitizer spray, the closer it is to the polish, the bigger the holes will be. Basically, if you take it further away, the holes will be a lot smaller. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat that process on all of my nails, and you'll notice that every single nail is completely different. I just love the way it turned out. And once you're done, make sure to use a cleanup brush and some non-acetone remover or acetone remover, and just break that seal between the nail and where your skin starts. If you don't do that, it's possible when you take the liquid latex off, or whatever it is that you're using to protect the skin around your nails, it might come up off the nail as well. So just be really careful with that. And next we're going to zoom through the cleanup. No cleanup nail porn, I'm sorry. Just got to get through these, got to power through them. And finally, don't forget to seal it all in with your favourite top coat. Now you'll notice that this smudges a little bit, and I am happy about that. I was pressing hard down on the brush in order for that to happen, because I felt like that was going to give it a much more marbly kind of feel. So that's why it's smudging. It's not because Seche Vite's bad, it's because I did a bad thing, which was a good thing. It's on purpose. And that's it for this one. I really hope you liked it. I absolutely adored how this one came out. Now let's get in to look number 3. For the third one, we're going to again start off with a white base. Of course, I'm using Alpine Snow by OPI. I remember this one because I did it more recently. And yes, again, I'm zooming through the nail cleanup because we don't have time for nail cleanup porn in this particular portion of the video. I'm sorry. This marble nail art, we're going to be doing squishy, and I'm using my FABURNAILS-Squishy Stamper. I love this thing. I'm also going to be using BOWPOLISH-Skin Protect Liquid Latex to protect the skin around my nails again. Now for this marble look, we're going for a very light marble look, so we're going to put the majority, the colour that we're going to put the majority of on the stamper is the white, and then we're going to put some teeny tiny little amounts of black, and even those go a long way, you'll see. As you can see, this is turning out quite dark, even with that very small amount of black, because I'm using CIRQUE COLORS-Memento Mori, so that's probably the reason why. I did go back onto the stamper and add some more white just to lighten it up a bit because I felt it was a bit too dark. You want to make sure you take off whatever it is that you're using to protect the skin around your nails straight away, and you will find that you have a lot of polish in your flooding areas around the sides of your nails. Don't worry about that so much right now, we'll clean that up later. Now, yes, cleanup for this one was long and extensive. It took me ages. Just those sticky bits around the sides of my nails tend to really hold on to white and black polish for some reason. Other colours not so much, but white and black most definitely gets stuck in there. So, yeah, but still no nail cleanup porn. You've already got your nail cleanup porn for this video. You only get one at a time. Even when I'm doing multiple looks, I just can't justify it. It's just too much. And finally, we're going to seal it all in with our favourite top coat. Of course, mine is, and always will be, Seche Vite. And that's it for this one. I really hope you liked it. I, again, love this one so much I didn't want to take it off. I didn't want to take any of them off, to be honest, but this one I really didn't want to take off. And let's move into marble nails number 4. And the only tool that you're going to need is a Ziploc bag or a sandwich bag or a sandwich baggy or a baggy or something, whatever you like to call them. We call them sandwich bags or a Ziploc bag. Either way, that's all you're going to need. And the polish, of course. For this one, I'm switching it up a little bit. I'm going to have 2 nails black and 2 nails white. Now once that first coat is completely dry, you can come in with your, now what you're going to do is on your white nails you're going to start off with the white and then add teeny tiny amounts of black. And then you're going to come in with your Ziploc bag or your sandwich bag and you're going to smoosh it all over your nail. And you'll sort of move the bag around on your nail. Now generally speaking, and I don't know why this is, and I'm saying generally speaking because it didn't really work for me this time, but generally speaking, this doesn't make any mess on the skin around your nails at all, usually. But I put on a lot of polish on my nail, as you can see. But I'm going to show you the other nail, or another nail, And I'll prove to you, it doesn't normally make much of a mess at all, if any. This was just like a complete, I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. Because every other time I've ever done sandwich baggy nails, it's never really caused much of a mess on the skin around my nails at all. So that was weird. But I think I smushed a bit too much. But yeah, I really love this look and it's so easy. Just like with the white nail, only the opposite, we're going to go ahead and do the black nail, starting with the black polish and then teeny tiny little amounts of white, and then whack your sandwich bag over the top, smush it a little bit, and then pull it off. And you'll see, I don't make any mess at all. You'll see. You'll see. See? Told ya. I love this. It's fun. Now again, the teensiest amount of cleanup, obviously I made the teensiest tiniest little dot of black polish on the black one, and we're going to go ahead and repeat that on the other two nails. Those of you who are already asking, what should you do on a thumb? Just for every one of these nail arts that I'm doing in this video today, just paint it black or white, either one, and leave it like that. That'll look great. And the next step will most likely go without saying, but of course I am top coating using my favourite top coat, Seche Vite, as per usual. And that's it for this one. I really hope you like this one. I really love this one too. I love them all. I'll have to confess, I love them all. Now, let's get into the last one, number 5. So for the 5th one, I'm going to be painting 3 of my nails white and 1 black. Next, I'm going to add a coat of matte top coat from Bow Polish on all of my nails. To create the marble design for this particular nail art, we're going to be using some acrylic watercolor paint. You can of course use acrylic craft paint and just water it down. I wouldn't recommend trying to use polish, but you can try, by all means. Give it a go and let me know how you go. But I suggest using some sort of acrylic craft paint. It'll make your life so much easier, trust me. Now for this, I'm using my fine detail brush, which is the Maxi from the Stylish Nail Art Shop. No, I don't have an alternative for you yet, but anyway, let's not talk about it. So for this design, you are making marks, or like on the white nails I'm using the black paint. On the black nail I'm using white paint, and I'm making these sort of marbly kind of designs. It doesn't look like much yet, but it's getting there. I mean, it'll get there, I promise. So obviously the thinner the paint, the better it's going to look, or more authentic, I guess, it's going to look. And the more work you do with it, the more it will start to look like marble nails. So I'm using a combination of just plain water and the acrylic watercolor paint, and just going back to the water and then going back to the paint and then going back to the water. And at one stage I'm also going to start using a little bit of the white acrylic watercolor paint as well, just because I feel like that first mark that I made was a little too dark, and you can always come back in with extra, or if all else fails, you can just get some isopropyl alcohol, wipe it all off and start again. Now this technique is very similar to like the bubble nails, where you put the bubble of water into the center of the paint, or you know what I mean. Oh my god, I'm getting myself confused. I'm so sorry. It's it should be quite self-explanatory what I'm doing without me having to explain it, because I'm terrible at explaining things. But as you can see, I keep coming back in with a little bit of white and then a little bit of black and then a little bit of white and then a little bit of black. And that's pretty much basically the only way I can describe it, other than also what I'm doing is if I happen to put too much water into or onto the design, I usually tend to suck it out with the brush after I've dried it onto like a little piece of cotton, the cotton pad, makeup pad thing that I use. Gosh, now I'm really rambling. This is getting ridiculous. So either way, regardless of my inability to actually explain anything, you can see that the more you work with it, the more it starts to look like the marble design that we're going for in the first place. So if all else fails, obviously just wipe it off and start again. But don't be too quick to give up. That's what I almost did when I was working on this particular nail. I almost thought, oh, it's not working. And then I changed my mind and decided to persevere and power through. And it worked out quite well in the end. Now on the black nail, I obviously basically did exactly the same thing, only with opposite colours. So I'm just using the white watercolour acrylic paint and water and just creating what I felt looked like a marble design. And once all of that is complete, you can go ahead and seal it in with your favourite top coat. Of course, I'm using Seche Vite, as per usual. And that's it for this one. I really hope you liked it. Again, yes, I must confess, I love this one too. Don't forget to tell me which one was your favourite. I'll put like a little poll thing up the top right hand corner so you can go and let me know in there, or obviously in the comment section down below. Always welcome. I love all of your comments. They're always lovely, positive and fabulous. Now, if, just in case you aren't sick of me yet, if you haven't already watched my previous video, you can click up there, because look, I figured out how to do all of that stuff. It looks very fancy, doesn't it? I used a website called PicMonkey. I was really impressed with myself with how I made that, so I would like to invite you to go and subscribe to my channel. Check me out on other social media thingy places, and don't forget to go and watch all of my videos, not just the one I posted before, but all of them. And by the way, I have to say, I'm really sorry that this is, I think, the longest video I've ever uploaded. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to successfully upload it. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, and thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Bye.